I've done a lot of living and I found.
Everybody, and a hearty welcome. It's so good to see you all. Okay, how are you? Good, good. Okay, would you all stand to sing "O Canada"? For any of you who don't know me, I'm Lucy Council, and our new committee, whom I'm so proud of, have asked me to MC this evening's procedures. I think it's going to be a wonderful concert, so I hope you'll sit back and enjoy it to the utmost. I want to thank all of you who undertook to come here and are out in tents, especially those of you who are in tents. You are true Newfoundlanders, true Merasheeners. And I just want the committee members to know that their hard work is not going unnoticed. And I wanted to thank my son Jason for setting up the mic system. It's not easy. So, without further ado, I will call Eric Connors. He's going to open this evening with St. Olaf's Gate.
Song called St. Olaf's Gate. Drinking black mark with vodka in the back of the Scottish saloon. Then there's red meat and whiskey like a coyote howling on the moon. And outside in Oslo, the buskers all sang the same tune. And he's waltzing Matilda while the bagpipes played old Pretty Lou. Here's to the ladies you love and you won't see again. Sing along now. The nights are warm whiskey, the mornings cold bitter wind, and the blue-eyed Madonna leaves town as empty and wind. There's them standing
spite of ourselves. I'm not sure what it's all about. In spite of ourselves.
I was trying to get her out of bed, but she didn't powerful.
Do you want to share this one?
Testing, testing. What?
In spite of ourselves by John Paul. Well, she don't like her rings all funny. She keeps crossing her legs, it's funny. She turns down her nose at money. Gets it on like a Easter bunny. She's mine, and I'm her. Never gonna let her go.
Well, he ain't got laid in a month of Sunday. I caught him once, he was wearing my undies. Ain't too sharp, but gets things done. Drinks his beer like a oxygen. He's my baby, I don't mean baby. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on the against all odds. Honey, we're the big old prize. We're gonna slide on those red on the mountain cells. Hoping all the big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
Well, she thinks all the nights are funny. Not a bit good. It's funny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a lady when she shows her legs. She takes a look, keeps on ticking. I'm never gonna let her go.
Well, he's got more balls than the big brass monkey. He's a wacko weirdo and a light bulb junkie. Saw as a fox, crazy as a loon. Hating palms and he's a howling at the moon. And he's my baby, I don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a radio. Against all odds, honey, we're the big old prize. We're going spite on those red off of our faces. Walking out the bumpy old hearts dancing in our eyes. Walking out the bumpy old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves.
What a wonderful couple, eh? Great song. Now we're having, those of you who ever heard the song Sitting on a Stile, did any of you ever hear that before?
You want to be 6 inches from the mic.
Oh, okay. I want Annie Innes and Loretta Pomeroy and Maureen Pomeroy to come to the stage. Sitting on the Stile.
Sitting on the stile, Mary, where we sat side by side, on a bright May morning long ago, when first you were my bride. The corn was springing fresh and green, and the lark sang loud on high. The smile was on your lips, Mary, the love light in your eyes. This place has little changed, Mary. where we were wed, Mary, you can see its tower from here. The graveyard lies where Mary sleeps, and my steps might break your rest. Where I laid you, darling, down to sleep with your baby on your breast. I'm very lonely now, Mary, for the poor makes no new friends. But oh, I love them better for the few our Father sends. You were all I had, Mary, my blessing and my pride. There's no one left to care for me since my poor Mary died. I'm bidding you a fond farewell, my Mary kind and true. I'll not forget you, darling, in the land I'm going to. They say there's bread and work for all, and the sun shines always there. But I'll not forget old Ireland, where it's 50 times as fair. And oft times in those grand old woods I sit and close my eyes. My mind it wanders back again to the place where Mary lies. I think I see that grand old stile where we sat side by side. The springing corn on a bright May morn, when first you were my bride.
They had a party in Merasheen. Hey! Still as good as ever, if not better. Wonderful. Thanks, ladies. And now, no stranger coming to us, Barb Wilson. She's going to sing Capeland Time. Always a treat to look forward to.
Oh, take me home, it's Capeland time again. I want to go back, it's Capeland time again. I want to walk in the softly falling rain, once more before I run.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Yes.
We had Barb singing all over Canada. Anybody who has ever been to a reunion took her songs back, and they play them every week. Congratulations to the three of you. A great job. Now I call Adam Pitcher to the stage. Adam Pitcher. Oh, that's you, Adam. Come here, honey.
How are you?
Now this song. There's a song. And he's Carl's son. I used to teach Carl. In fact, I taught most of the people in this place. So here's Carl.
A quarter.
This is a song called Lakes to the Swansea Trail. It's a song Mary Pitcher used to sing, and hopefully I do all right. She sings it better than me, I'm sure, but hope I do her proud. As I rode down one morning in the lovely month of May towards the city of Jacksonville, where I was led astray, there lived one Kitty Anderson, all credit for to gain. Oh, that beautiful, sweet Creole girl by the lakes to the Swansea Trail. Early in the morning I took my way furlong, traveling over those railway ties. Feet were almost worn. Just at the close of evening to a higher grade I came. 'Twas there I met that Creole girl by the lakes of the Swansea Trail. Well, I boldly stepped up to her and met her time of day. She quickly made me an answer. Good evening, sir, she said. I think you are a stranger here from New Orleans. You came, and you came here to view the scenery by the lakes of the Swansea Trail. Well, it's true, I am a stranger here. My money is no good. If it weren't for the alligators that sleep out in the woods. You're welcome here, kind sir, she said. No money from you I'll claim, for we always treat our strangers well by the lakes of the Swansea Trail. Well, she took me into her father's house and treated me right well. And with the kindness to me, in love with her I fell. Her hair hung over her shoulders in jet black ringlets fell. Oh, that beautiful, sweet Creole girl by the lakes of the Swansea Trail. Well, I asked her if she'd marry me, and she said to me quite no. For I have a until he comes to marry me by the lakes of the Swansea Trail. Well, it's early in the morning, I took my weary way. Her father and her mother begged for me to stay. Stay a little while longer, your health for to regain. For there's many a mile between your home and the lakes of the Swansea Trail. So here's unto to that Creole girl, I never see her no more. I'll fall in with some sociable company, and I'll drink to her health galore. Fall in with some sociable company, and I'll drink some pints of ale. And I'll drink to the health of the Creole girl by the lakes of the Swansea Trail. And I'll drink to the health of the Creole girl by the lakes of the Swansea Trail.
Now, wasn't that a treat? Thank you, Adam. I'm sure your grandmother is proud of you. How many people here like surprises? Hey! Okay, we're going to have a great surprise now. John Walsh is coming. I don't have a clue what he's doing. It's a surprise.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my friend, my kisses away.
Another night, dear, when I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, so I held my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are our sunshine, our only sunshine. You make us happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take our sunshine away. Please don't take our sunshine away.
Now, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful beyond words. Amanda accompanied him. Amanda is Peter's daughter, John's granddaughter. Beautiful job. Thank you. Next, I want to call a man to the stage, and he's one of the very important men in our community. He's such an asset, I don't know what we'd do without him. It's Ray Hand. He goes over and beyond in serving the needs of this community. He is something else. I don't know how we can ever thank him properly. And he's going to sing a song now, and after that one by John and Amanda, this is another one to bring tears to your eyes. He's doing it in memory of his mom, Mary Ham. And it's called Galveston Rose. Okay, take it on, Ray. Have you got accompaniment?
Oh, yes. Indeed, I do.
Jason?
As much as I can get.
Jason and Bo are accompanying him.
Jason?
Many of you will remember my mom. We lost her about 8 months ago. And you know, she was a great fan of Merasheen, and there are many people here who love Merasheen a lot. But there's not many here who loved it any more than she did. So we're going to do the song in memory of her. Before I do the song, I want to say something else. You know, everything that happens in this community happens by people who volunteer. And it's a labor of love for me, and something like what's happening here tonight doesn't happen by accident. There's a lot of people who have worked really, really hard. 3 people in particular, the people on the committee, and you all know who they are. I'm not going to mention their names, but they have done a stellar job. Like in a remote location to bring something on and make it work like this, it requires a stellar effort. And they have done the job. They have come through in spades. So hats off to you people. And there's another person who lives here in Merasheen a fair bit of time in a run of a year. And maybe a lot of you people are not aware of the work that this person does to make this place a better place for all of us. When you see Doreen Ennis tonight, you tell her thank you, because she works hard. Harder than most of you know, and we know, and I know because I'm here and I see her. She works like a slave to make this a better place for us all. Thank you, Doreen. Now, another thing before I sing my song, I got a little more, one more thing to say. This community center is the heart of Merasheen, and the heart keeps beating, you know. And it looks pretty good to look out here tonight and see all the young people and the new faces coming back here. And we want to make sure that the pulse and the heart of Merasheen stays alive for a long, long time. And everything that we do in this center is all volunteer. And all of the work we do comes from the benevolence and the generosity of the people who support us and come here. So we have a donation box, and you saw it at the door when you came in, and we appreciate your donations. And tonight, if you make a donation, you get a ballot for a draw for a beautiful print that you all saw coming in. But we want you to know that we appreciate your support, and everything you do and everything we do to keep this place alive. And we want to keep it alive for a long, long time. And it looks pretty good to me with all you young people here, I'll tell you.
Old southern Texas, I wandered one day where the tropical sea breezes blow. I there fell in love with a flower so rare. She was known as the Galveston Rose. Her heart was as pure as her bright shining eyes, and as fair as the lily that grows. The finest of gold in no way could compare with the curls of my Galveston Rose. I grew jealous and falsely accused her one day, saying your love I no longer could hold. I've been true, please believe me, her lips didn't care. As the years rolled along, I grew lonely each day for the one I had left waiting there. So I wrote to my darling, I said I was wrong. I'll return, dear, if you'll only wait. But back came a letter, my flower had died, and these are the words that it read. Your sweetheart is peacefully sleeping tonight in a grave where no wildflowers grow. Enclosed is a lock, a last token of love, and a word from your Galveston rose. I was innocent, dear, had you left me alone. And remember, I loved only you. The lock that's enclosed is a curl from your rose, to be waiting in heaven for you.
Thank you very much. I bet we're getting blessings from heaven now at this moment. Thanks, Ray. Okay, now we're in for a treat. I'm sure those of you who have the program see there's a skit coming up. It's called The Cell Phone. We want to give a special tribute to Marina Gambin, who wrote the skit, and Diane and Bo are no strangers to the stage. They've been in skits before, so you know what to expect from them. Yvonne and Rhonda, two of our committee members, are new to the stage, I think, for us. So we're really looking forward to The Cell Phone. Come on, ladies.
Yes, girl, come on, we goes. There might be some of the crowd out from the reunion or something.
Not just a phone.
Oh my God, man, how are you?
Is your daughter Diana? They said she looks just like you. And here, Kay, how are you? I'm so glad.
It's a Pomeroy thing you wouldn't understand.
What's your man at today?
Girl, he's out there on the point, I believe, putting some fish aboard or something. The wind is up, though. I don't know how he's going to make out.
Well, George is out. He's on his trek off the fish.
Is he? Yeah, keep that in there. Keep that in.
I says, you know, we should go on though. The trees.
Let's go to the trees. I don't know, girl. I might make it. Sure, if I get something, someone might give me a ride back.
Who owns you? My dear, they're the latest fashion. Look at the buckles on it. Look.
Not the best. Not the best.
Who owns you? Violet. Violet. Oh my God, Violet. Oh my God, they're so lovely.
Yeah. Always were. Never failed.
Nice. No. Look at that little trout there. Oh my God. Pretty little thing. Look. How you getting on? Anybody you know?
No, girl.
They all do lefty. What are they all left here looking up here? No, either.
Crowd.
Oh my God.
Some crowd around. It's not fine. You can't walk up through the pit in the crowd.
I know. And the bikes, they got her
the
torn a bit.
The like of the bar.
But sure, if there weren't any bikes, sure the alders would have a groaning, and so, you know, 6 of one, a half a dozen of the other.
Oh, sure. Oh, my we walked all the way up from Little Merasheen.
Oh my God.
I suppose my dress was all right. Was it appropriate for fixed company?
Yes, girl. That's all the trend these days, you know, them spandex.
Oh my God, not fit.
Them spandex. Some of them wears nothing under it.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to need her,
I'm
yeah?
gonna need because I played 45 last night and it tells me I'm not very good at it, so I'm just gonna need.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. Just going to have to look at something now. What? There's some week.
My God. I've never seen the like of it before.
Now.
Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God, I'll never get used to them newfangled phones. Sure, that's not the sound of a phone.
No, girl, I knows what you mean. God be the old days when a phone rang like a phone, not a tomcat, you know?
Yeah,
I know. It's
my
my
mind's the good old age, you know. The time of them, you know, them three-way calling in the party lines.
Oh, they were something.
Yeah. 3 or 4 houses on the same line. Sure, Christ, you were never gone for a bit of gossip. No.
I wouldn't have this at all only for the young ones gave it to me for my birthday. My son said, Mother, you can have a lot of airtime on this. Airtime? I think I was going somewhere on Air Canada. Airtime, my foot.
Oh my God, so hard to keep ahead of it all. It's so hard to keep ahead of it all. I called the phone company the other day. And all about my bill.
Yeah.
And she asked me, is your phone analog or digital? I didn't know when she was talking about the blowhole but a rag point. I don't know what that means.
Sure, it all makes you feel like you're stunned as the earth. Last week at the mall, a young fella got me all straightened out with myself. He said, now, missus, you're all set.
Yeah.
No need to worry. From now on, you'll have lots of memory. The nerve. There's nothing wrong with mine.
Not a thing.
I had a good mind to give him a cloud upside the head.
I know. The foolishness of it all, too. Sure, they never talking about them peak hours and them off-peak hours. Sure, if they knew what I knew about peak hours, they'd shut their mouth right quick.
Yes, mate, after you raised 10 young ones, yes. You and Jim Pad must have peaked pretty regularly in your day.
And that phone company crowd, I'm telling you, they don't mind insulting you either bit either. I'm telling you, there's no basic need, you know.
No.
There's no basic need. I called another time to check up on some calls which they said I made, but now I never made them. No, but they said I did. So I had to talk to that crowd up there. And that saucy young pup that was in there at that phone place, do you know what he said to me? What did he say? Madam, your cell phone must have been roaming out of the area.
What? You roaming? Sure, you hardly goes out the job on.
Yeah. Sis, girl, I hope you gave them peace of your mind.
cheek of something. What did you say to him?
I said, my dear, you have some nerve.
Yeah.
My phone rang nowhere, and neither did I. The last time I wrote, oh my God, it was about 50 years ago. I went in here on the Bird of Joyce,
Remember that?
and went in home, and you know where I ended up? Down Argentia at the Windjammer.
Oh.
I did. And I ended up down there, and I'm telling you, there was no night I ever knew before or since.
Now, my dear, your mind is wandering.
Oh, yes.
We're talking about cell phones,
Yes,
not
yes.
making out with
Yes,
the Yanks
yes.
100 years ago.
No cell phones in a din, me dear. None of that Twitter nor Flickr and Facebook and whatever they call it. Sure, geez, you can't fart now without them posting on the airwaves.
Now, I got the queerest phone of all. Because of the smartphone.
Mine's
Could be you.
Yeah,
My granddaughter said, Nan, how do you like your phone? I said, all right, I suppose. But I said, one thing is puzzling me. She said, what's that? I said, the crowd down to Darts is going to be some jealous of you with all them apps on your smartphone.
Apps. What in the name of God are apps?
The only apps I ever heard tell of was about 40 years ago. I had nets in my mouth.
Oh,
yeah.
dying Jesus, girl, that was an X, isn't it? X? That must have been some penance on you not being able to talk for a week.
Oh my, the first time this fella used this phone, couldn't get used to it at all. I said, I'll never get used to this contraption. Anyhow, I was in Sobeys the other day getting a bucket of salt beef, and my phone rang.
Yeah.
I answered it, and this was my granddaughter. Say, hello, Nan. Do you like your new phone? I suppose, but there's one thing puzzling me. She said, now what's that? I said, how did you know I was at Sobeys?
Well, the way I see it, if you don't have one of them cell phones, everyone thinks you're right stoned. Like them crowd that goes around walking the dogs. If you're not walking a dog on a leash or something, you know, everyone thinks you're no one. Sure, it's the same thing with a cell phone. If you don't take it out of your pocket every now and then and pretend you're talking to someone, then everyone thinks you're backward.
Sure, I know a lady down the road who never even owned a cell phone.
Imagine,
One night at bingo, someone says to her, what? You don't own a cellular? Well, from then on, she started to bring the garage door open and pretend she was talking out.
That's something. And sure, if you were ever talking on the, the payphones, sure, they'd look at you like you had some hidden, yes? What?
Oh, God be with the times when we had the phone on our wall, and we had to turn the dial with our poor fingers. It's been so bad now, you know. How did we ever survive?
Well, I'm telling you, I I'll be right out of the church one of these days. I was there now last Saturday night. Oh my God, big crowd too, big crowd. It's got a good collection, you know.
Yeah.
Big crowd. And what happened? Phone went off right during the sign piece. Knocked it all together, and then, you know what? Couldn't find my phone. Couldn't find it. Kept ringing. Then found it. Couldn't turn it off. Didn't know how. Nobody showed me how to turn it off. My God, I was embarrassed. Oh, I was so embarrassed. My God, if there had to be a hole, I would have crawled right through. No, you weren't.
Yeah, don't be so stunned, girl. You can put it on, what do they call it now? You can put it on, vibrate.
Vibrate! Don't be talking about the vibrate. Sure, was that the clinic the other day with himself over there, right? Yeah. Bloody thing kicked in, started trembling. Oh, I thought my hearing aid was going berserk. Then sure, thought he might be his pacemaker, his false teeth rattling. I didn't know what was going on. What a Joe Geesley scramble. No, girl, them cell phones, they're not fit.
No, not fit. Nobody should have, no, shouldn't be allowed, no, not fit for nothing.
Well, Sacred Heart, look at the time, will you? We're missing the one Dancing with the Stars and Jerry Springer.
Hold on. You know what? I don't know, but they tells me you might be able to bring these in on these cartridge berry, blueberry, what are they called? Blueberry, blackberry.
Yeah.
Hang on, just give me a minute now. Yeah. Oh my God, there it is. Oh my God. You got nothing on. Some of them women got nothing on. Oh my God, look at that fella. OMG, look at the fella dancing with them close There's enough to bring on the hot flesh.
Look at the muscles on his
And to think we nearly missed seeing all that. Yeah. All I can say is thank God for cell phones.
This skit adds so much to the concert. I just love it. Thank you, ladies. Now next we're going to have Brad Pitcher. He's Bill's Maryland son, I think, right? Your little drummer boy. He's a lovely boy, whatever he is. Okay, boys, up we go. And we're going to sing Way Back Way Hopes for the Future.
That's pretty accurate for this place out here, isn't it? Next song is Way Back When. It's wrote by Tony Sexton. It's everybody knows the fishery is going, and then he pretty got it down to a science, I think. So we'll give this one a try, I guess. Weeds are growing on the bottom, on the poor on the shore, and my nets are getting rotten. Lying in the store, and I'll sit out on my stage now to watch the waves roll in. When the car around our doorstep and we walk okay. All the traps and the makes we through it, but I'm learning through. The life along the sea. Well, those days are gone forever. We'll never be home or pony rag off the bottom, all along our shore. How the ocean is power, like a rock upon the strand. Oh, how we rock back along our soil mountain. I'm on the years on this rocking sea, trying to make hay while we're passing free. I know the imagination plays real handy, like someone up in the rock into your sea. While we stand up their signs, well, all their fancy gear, and they sit back and told us what we don't know here. They'll have to close that fish pond, and the stocks are way too low, and if you don't get the package, boys, you'll end up on the floor. Reeds are growing on the bottom, more on the shore, and my nets are getting rotten. Laying in the store, and I'll sit out on my stage to watch the waves roll in. I'm thinking of tomorrow, my mind is way back when. Reeds are growing on the bottom, more on the shore, and my nets are getting rotten. Laying in the store, and I'll sit out on my stage to watch the waves roll in. I'm thinking about tomorrow, my mind is way back when.
Thank you, Brad and Blake. You can stamp your feet now. Okay, and wasn't Rob's, is Rob your name is?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a great addition? I never saw that instrument before. Okay, now we're going to call Eugene Pittman and his grandson Cale to the stage. I think they're coming together.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, there they are. And Eugene is going to... Hey, good boy. Eugene is going to sing My Grandfather's House, and Cale is going to sing I'm a Newfoundlander born and bred. Cale will go first, okay. Can you fix the mic for Cale? Good boy.
Myself and my sons sing her tonight.
I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind, and the waves that wash the sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. I spent some time in New York State, and I nearly lost my mind. The city life's too fast for me, nobody has the time. I'm spent until I'm flashing lights is all that I could see. It may be good for New York State, but it's no damn good for me. I'm a lander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind, and the waves that wash the sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. Mention say that they own Labrador, including Indian Harbor, where my father fished before. But if they wanna fight for her, she'll surely take a stand, and they'll regret the day they tried to take our Newfoundland. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind, and the waves that wash the sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. Now that the oil is on our shore, we better take the time to develop it more carefully, or else we're gonna find what could have been the answer to our poor economy. It changed our way of living and destroyed our fishery. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind, and the waves that wash the sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind, and the waves that wash the sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland.
This is an early song, and I'm going to change a couple of words in the first of it because all that's left of my father's house is the cellar. So anyway, how do you think on that now? The cellar wall is all that's left now. The old two-story has fallen down. I dry my eyes and I fondly remember days of long ago when I was young. In my father's house we were poor but rich rich in love. No TV, but music there was plenty of. And my mama hummed all melodies, and we all sang along. In my father's house, when I was young, comes a time when I am older, and my own children are rare and gone. And I wonder, will they fondly remember days of long ago when they were young? In my father's house, a smile would greet you at the door. A friendly face, weary travelers there was welcome for. And at night time neighbors rambled in, might stay till 12 or 1. In my father's house, when I was young. Years have passed, and times are changing. The rambling house is almost gone, but I still hear the laughter of children, just like long ago when I was young. In my father's house we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but music there was plenty of. And we made the best of what we had, and we sang our merry songs. In my father's house when I was young. And we made the best of what we had, and we sang our merry songs. In my father's house when I was young. Yes, in my father's house when I was young.
Okay, that was excellent, Cale. I saw a few tears being shed when you sang that, and a lot of hands clapping. It was beautiful. Big hands for Cale. And Eugene, that was beautiful. You had a job keeping the tears back yourself. We can remember being in your father's house many times, and indeed it was a house of love. Thank you so much. Now we call on Ernie Walsh, Father's Clock. Comma, unaccompanied.
My grandfather's clock was too tall for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, though it weighed not a penny weight more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and 'twas always his pleasure and joy. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, it's life's seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. In watching its pendulum swing through and fro, many hours he had spent as a boy. And in childhood and manhood the clock seemed to know, and to share both his grief and his joy. For it struck 24 when he walked into the door, with a blooming and beautiful bride. But it stopped short,
never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life's seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. My grandfather said that of all those he hired, not a finer servant he found, for it wasted no time and had but one desire at the end of each week to be wound. And it stayed in its place with no frown upon its face, and its hands never hung by its side. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life's seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. It sounded an alarm in the dead of the night, an alarm that for years had been dumb. And we knew that his spirit was plumbing for flight, that his hour of departure had come. Still the clock kept the time with a soft and mellow chime, as we silently stood by his side. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life's seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. Yes, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died.
That was indeed beautiful. Everybody joining in. Thank you, Ernie. Next, we're going to have Ron Wilson. Ron Wilson to the stage.
On Mother's Day. It's called A Mother's Watch. She never closed her eyes in sleep till we were all in bed. On party nights till we came home, she often sat and read. We little thought about it then when we were young and gay, how much our mother worried when we children were away. We only knew she never slept when we were out at night, and that she waited just to know that we came home all right. And sometimes when we stay away till 1 or 2 or 3, it seemed to us that Mother heard the turning of the key. For always when we stepped inside, she'd call and we'd reply, but we were still too young back then to understand just why. Until the last one had returned, she always kept the light, for Mother couldn't sleep until she kissed us all good night. She hadn't known that we were safe before she went to rest. She seemed to feel the world might harm the ones she loved the best. And once she said, when you are grown to women and to men, perhaps I'd sleep the whole night through. It may be different then. And so it seemed that night and day we knew a mother's care, that all when we got back home, we'd find her waiting there. Then came the night that we were called to gather around her bed. The children are all with you now, the kindly doctor said. And in her eyes there gleamed again that old-time tender light, to tell that she'd been waiting just to know we were all right. She smiled her old familiar smile, and prayed for God to keep us safe from harm throughout the years. And then she went to sleep. Sorry for forgetting.
Ron, where are you? That was really, really beautiful. It made me cry. I think all mothers want to be sure their children grow up to be safe and are protected, and right to the end, mothers worry. God love you, Ron. Rosemary Walsh is coming now, and she's doing a poem. I don't know what the name of the poem is, but she'll let us know when she gets here.
Hi, my name is Rosemary. I'm the sister of the Walsh brothers. John, whom you've already heard, Ernie, you've already heard, and in between, my brother Dennis. My sister Stella left home when she was only 15 to take teacher's training in Littledale. And I guess she was very, very sad and lonely for our little home under the hill right there, painted nicely in new green paint. She wrote this poem way back in 1938, way before I was born. Merasheen, it's called. There is an island in Placentia Bay. Its name is Merasheen. It is washed by the deep blue ocean and crowned with trees of green. It has sparkling ponds and brooklets where the wildfowl builds its nest, and numerous shrubs and flowers which enrich its mountain crest. Dear native land of Merasheen, each day I love you more. I knew not what you meant to me until I left your shore. May God preserve and keep you, increase the moss upon your brow, and may the love of future sons be great as mine is now. Somewhere in the community center.
Thank you, Rosemary. Rosemary and I went to Littledale together. That is beautiful. A real tribute for sure. And in her own printing. So that this will be put in a prominent place in here, in the center. Thank you, Rosemary. Next we have Mike Pittman, son of Eugene, I think. Where are you, Mike? Is he gone? Brad Pitcher and David Power, all from Placentia?
Yeah, David's from Brigus.
Brigus, there, welcome.
What do you do first? This one works. Up to you. We'll let it all count.
The songs that are on the list are just kind of gave names of songs because we didn't know what we were doing. So we're just going to kind of wing it. We're going to start with General Taylor. And Mike is going to sing it, and we're going to do the background for him.
All right. Oh, General Taylor gained a day. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Oh, General Taylor, he gained a day. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where you store me. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Tell me where you store me. with a silver spade. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. His shroud of the finest silk will be made. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where you store me. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Tell me where you store me. Carry him to his burying ground. We'll lower him down on a golden chain. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. On every inch we'll carve his name. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where you store me. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Tell me where you store me. Carry him to his burying ground. Now General Taylor, he's on the go. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. He's gone where the stormy winds won't blow. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where you store me. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Tell me where you store me. Carry him to his burying ground. Now General Taylor, he's dead and he's gone. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Now General Taylor, he's long dead and gone. Hey! Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where you store me. Walk 'em along, John, carry 'em along. Tell me where you store me. Carry him to his burying ground.
We will now tickle cold pan if we can.
In cutting and hauling and frosting and snow, we're up against troubles, as you people know. And it's only by courage and patience and grit and eating fine food that we keep ourselves fit. Through the hard and easy we take as it comes, and when Pond Street's over we shorten our runs. For to hurry me hauling with spring coming on, nearly lost me a mare out on Tickle Cove Pond. Lay hold William Orford, lay hold William White, lay hold all the cordage and pull all your might. Lay hold on the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with poor kid on the pond. I knew that the ice became weaker each day. I still took the risk and kept hauling away. One evening in April, bound home with a load, the mare showed some halting against the ice road. She knew more than I did as matters turned out, and lucky for me had I joined her in doubt. She turned round her head and with tears in her eyes, as if she was saying, "You're risking our lives." All this I ignored with a whip and a blow, for man is too stupid, dumb creatures to know. The very next minute the pond gave a sigh, and down to our necks went poor Kitty and I. For if I had taken wise Kitty's advice, I never would take the shortcut on the ice. Poor creature, she's dead, and poor creature, she's gone. I'll ne'er get my mare out of Tickle Cove Pond. Lay ho, William Orford, lay ho, William White, Lay hold on the cordage and pull all your might. Lay hold on the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with porkit on the pan. I raised an alarm you could hear for a while, and the neighbours turned up in a very short while. You can always rely on the Overts and Whites to render assistance in all your bad plights. For the help a poor neighbour was part of their lives, the same I can say for their children and wives. When the bowline was fastened around the mare's breast, William White for a shanty song made a request. There was no time for thinking, no time for delay, and straight from his head came this song right away. Lay hold William Orford, lay hold William White, lay hold on the cordage and pull all your might. Lay hold on the bowline and pull all you can. And with that we brought Kit out of Tickle Cove.
When you hear the two of them sing, you know there's lots of hope for Merasheen. And looking out around here, the talent is unlimited. Every second person out there could be up here singing a song. That's how much talent is in this hall. Now, I'm going to call on George Pomeroy to come to stage. This is another surprise. You said you like surprises. Okay, this is a surprise for you, Violet. It's a song written by Judy for you, and it's called Merasheen is the Place I Call Home.
All right. All right. There's an island in Placentia Bay. Beauty melts my heart away. A place that holds no strangers, only friends. As a child I have sweet memories. The bond that's created never leaves. Merasheen is the place that I call home. With family and friends gathered round to sing a song or plank her down. There is no place in the world I'd rather be, surrounded by your hills and sea. This island means the world to me. Merasheen is the place that I call home. A cup of tea and homemade bread, a game of cards and it's time for bed. These are the memories that I hold dear. The best sleep you'll ever find. It's quiet and peaceful all the time. Merasheen when I had to leave and start to pack. Her voice is beckoning me back to climb her hills and walk her rocky shores. You can take your exotic trip. This is the only place I'd pick. Merasheen is the place that I call home. This island is part of me. Forever it will be, no matter where I walk or where I roam. I'll always find my way back here to the island I love dear. Merasheen is the place that I call home. Merasheen is the place. Merasheen is the place that I call home.
Judy, a magnificent job on writing that. Okay, that brings us almost to the end. So I'd like to thank everyone who participated in any way, and I'd like for you all to come to the front now, and we'll close off the concert. You just spread out along the front here, all the participants in the concert. Everybody join in. Now is the hour when we must say goodbye. Soon you'll be sailing far across the sea. While you're away, oh please remember me. When you return, you'll find me waiting there. Now everybody join hands and we'll sing Attention All Good Friends of Mine.
Everybody join hands.
Can you start it off,
Relating to an island down in Placentia Bay. It was my home of childhood times, where memories still do stray. The lovely Isle of Merasheen, down in Placentia Bay. The people make their living on the land and on the sea. They all have one another, that was their policy. With their little gardens by their house, and their boats moored to the pier. wash upon the sand. The little fish they use for bait and to fertilize their land. No more they'll watch their gardens grow, or their meadows full of hay, or wash the roads in their working clothes in a good old-fashioned way. The houses now are all closed up, their windows no more will rise. Their doors will never open again to welcome you inside. When you hear the sound of laughter roar, the songs they used to sing, those days are gone forever now, and so is Merasheen. I hope you're settled down by now in your homes across the way. Although we're separated, we'll meet again someday. And from all of us who live far away, and from our children, we thank you for those happy homes we had in Merasheen. Thank you for those happy homes we had in Merasheen.
Okay, I want you to pass. Excuse me. Listen. I want to thank everybody who is participating, and a special thank you is going out to Kevin Pomeroy, who cannot be here tonight. Let's give a big applause for Kevin. And we're going to remember Donita's a song, Merasheen Born and Merasheen Prayed. As a boy I remember, Eugene. Come on, Eugene. As a boy I remember. Remember, I was oftentimes islands where it's waiting gold. Now don't you go searching for fortune or fame.
Stay on the old island or it won't be the same. For a Merasheen Islander you'll always be. Though you make your home in some land across the sea, I'll always remember the last words you said. You're Merasheen born boy and Merasheen bred. That faraway look that came into his eyes, the stories he told of when he was a boy, of the times he went fishing out in Golden Bay, and he turned me slowly and he always would say, I'm a Merasheen Islander, you'll always be. Though you make your home in some land across the sea, I'll always remember the last words he said. You're Merasheen born boy and Merasheen bred. But the call of the city soon proved to be strong. It took me away from the home I belong. But the memories still linger as each day is done. I remember those words from the Merasheen song. For a Merasheen Islander you'll always be. Though you make your home in some land across the sea, I'll always remember the last words he said. You're Merasheen born boy and Merasheen bred.
Now you Merasheeners, wherever you roam, remember the old island is always your home. And as each day is long, remember those words from the Merasheen song. For Merasheen Islander you'll always be, though you make your home in some land across the sea. I'll always remember the last words she said. You're Merasheen born boy and Merasheen bred. You're Merasheen born boy and Merasheen bred.
I've done a lot of living.